So what do we have here? We have a water xylophone. But what does this mean in terms of people? All right, you might have heard the old adage, don't judge a book by its cover. And we also hear, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Let's talk about this water xylophone, which I know looks pretty cool. When you look at all these glasses, they look very similar. They're all the same size, they all have water in them. The color's just added to make them look a little bit nicer. But you really don't think that there should be much difference between this, but there is. Okay, so the science part of this is that if there's more water in the glass, you get a bass sound, a lower sound. If there's less water in the glass, you get a higher sound, different sounds. All right, so in life, if you would just take the time to get to know people, you'd realize that there's a lot more potential to them than just what you see on the surface. Such as when two people match together to form a friendship. You can see we have. You get harmony. In music, the melody is what comes first. So if you put just the notes in, you get the beat. But when you add the chords in, it sounds even better. When you add harmony, that's when everything's working together in tandem. Thus, if you actually take the time to understand that somebody is different, everyone is different. They all have a different message you can learn from them. They all have a different story that they can share with you about their life and how it might just change yours. But if we see something that, I don't know, doesn't resonate with us, what I'm asking you to do is not throw the whole bathwater out right away. Give something a chance. And so we've learned here today that just by having slight differences, we get completely different sounds. When we put them all together, thus we're learning some important things. One, we should always appreciate differences. And also, when things look the same, they might not always be. The last thing we learned is that when we approach life with a playful spirit, we get greater connection with the glasses for a better sound resonating. When we are lighter with people, we don't have expectations, things just sort of go naturally with the flow. And when we add three together, we get a nice chime. When we add them all together, we get a xylophone effect. I hope that you have found this experiment interesting, not only about how to play music on a water xylophone, but I think the most important thing is that what we see looks the same from a distance. If we look at these two glasses, at a quick glance, they look pretty much the same, but if we get up close, we notice there's a fractional difference between this one and this one. You'll notice that every single glass here has water in it, is exactly the same size, and has just a little bit less water if you come up and take a look. That's what you want to notice. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I thank you for joining me today, and if you'd like to perform this experiment, all you need to do is get 14 glasses, all the same size. I recommend the tall ones because it's easier to fill them. When you have the small little glasses or those shot glasses, you can't really create that many different variations of water. Then what you're gonna need is, we have a 5-gallon water bag here, but you can use whatever you want. I recommend doing this outside. And the other thing you're gonna need, if you wanna make it fun, is get some watercolor. Watercoloring, food coloring, and pop that in here. And And I gotta give you a little caution. Make sure that you don't touch anything and that you clean your hands at the end, because although it's not gonna kill you, it is gonna make a little bit of a mess. So if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, to start embracing the resonance of life, because remember, all of us here are in bodies, but we're actually not. We're actually vibrations living in a body. So if you can actually get behind that understanding, then you can create the future that you want. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and remember to like, share, comment. If this is on YouTube, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and definitely hit that bell notification icon so you're notified when I post future videos on this channel. Also, do me one other favor, tag 4 or 5 of your friends. Maybe tag some people in life that you think might be closed-minded and need to understand that there's so much out there when we just see and hear the beauty of people together. Again, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. We'll see you real soon for another great science video.